Hello, my name is Lila Allen. I'm with uniqueallen.com. That's UNICALLEN.com. You are probably watching this video because you've seen some of my others, the daily rune readings or life in runes. Today is about a monthly rune reading. If you have seen some of the videos, you know that I like to do a daily, mostly, reading, just a quick rune pull for whoever's listening in general. Call it a general rune reading. Once a day. Sometimes they apply to big things, sometimes to small. I then also post them on my blog at uniqueallen.com, Life in Runes. And it goes through Twitter and Facebook and Google and Tumblr, so that everyone can get a hit of the daily rune reading. What I've started to do lately is then go back the next day or that night and put down how it affected me that day, how what I translated in the morning actually came about during the rest of the day, if it applied, if it didn't. Runes can be big and expansive, and there's only 25 of them. There's a lot of area to cover in our lives. Another thing that I do is the monthly rune reading. I pull a rune a month and do an interpretation, and it gets posted in the Spiritwise newsletter. Spiritwise is a metaphysical gift store in Centennial, Colorado. I have taken to posting those also on the Unique Allen blog, Life in Runes blog. And so today I thought I would kind of do a switch and review my November on video as opposed to renewing it on the blog. So I did not, I don't think, do a November video reading. I haven't checked that actually. Couldn't find one for December. But so I will read what I posted as the interpretation for November and then talk a little bit about how it applied to me. And then we'll go from there. So the rune for November was Athilo reversed. Athilo is the rune of the ancestors, and since it is November, you're probably thinking, well, it doesn't take a psychic to tell me that. But this Athilo is reversed, much as we might wish otherwise. As we pass through the dark time, it would be easy to turn our attention to the past and to our loved ones who have died. It would be easy to lose ourselves in the worlds of used to be. It would also be easy to lose ourselves in the might have beens, for November can be a time to relive our unmanifested fears. So let us keep our thoughts and our focus on the here and now. Let us be the light for each other and ourselves. Let us see the, yay, you are here and I am here. Let us move confidently toward the sun's birth. Let the past, as it happened and as it didn't, remain at rest. Othello reversed. We can stay right here in this time and this place and concentrate on now. Our beloved dead are at hand if needed, cheering us forward. I hope you have a great month. So that was the reading itself. Looking back, November was a long and yet fast month. Most of them seem to be these days. Especially holidays coming up. This is me getting comfortable in the chair. And it's the end of the year. There was a big hullabaloo about it being 2012 because that was the astronomical event where I can't remember now, It switched its vertices. So it was going one, and now it's turned the corner and it's going back around on its elliptical axis. I don't remember now if this is the Earth or if it's the universe itself, the galaxy. I knew last year it was very important. We were all talking about it. So, the thing about the big, huge galaxy is that when there is a change, it doesn't immediately take effect, or it doesn't always, or the effects are not immediately visible. That whole ripple in water effect. If it's a small pool of water and you drop a rock, you see the ripples reach the out edges pretty quickly. But if it's a really big sea, you don't see the ripples as they get to the outer ends. Sometimes you don't even see when they reach it, much less how long it takes to reach. But every single thing that drops, that changes, that moves, that breathes, creates a ripple effect. And all the way to the outer edges. Some gather steam and more ripples go together and create big, huge changes like tsunamis. Others just quietly affect everything they pass until the outer edge is really unseen but still felt. Or something has changed and you're not quite sure what the reason for it was, what the basis was. So the year 2013 was partial relief that, yay, a lot of us made it through 2012. Was grieving for those who didn't and those who continue to die, leave the planet, make a choice, make a change, or reach the natural end of their cycle. But it's also a year of realizing the ripples, realizing the changes, feeling the other side of the transformation. 2011 boomed us into the 2012 transformation, or 2011 to 2012. Now the 2012-2013 is kind of the other side of the big ripples. So November itself, for me, was full of a lot of these thoughts. Not so much looking back at what I could have done differently, what I should have done differently, what could have happened, oh my goodness, what I might have preferred to have happen. But looking back on the ripples, this happened at this time, this happened at this time, this happened at this time. These are the effects, excuse me, my hair's coming down, of those happening. Now you get to see the cool move. So for that, that helped me move forward and focus on the future. These ripples are going this way, so which direction is it going to take me in? Is it going to take me over here or over here? There has been in November some, why isn't it taking me here? This is where I want to be. But either I'm way back here still and can't see where this is, or it feels like I'm going off over here. So regrets, choices, things I might choose to do differently were, in an interesting fashion, more about the future than about the past. Which, having just said the whole ripple thing, could lead back to regrets about the past. But I like to think that my focus was a lot more on the future. And the things that I can do now, change now, celebrate now, put to rest now, so that the future can be brighter, so that the ripples that I want will affect as I want them, and the ripples that won't be as healthy I can be prepared for and ready for, and know what my actions will be, or can have an automatic reaction that will still be for the greatest and highest good. So, Othello reversed was to me saying, don't look back. Don't look back at the ancestors. Don't look back at the gifts and the might have beens. Don't look back at the tragedies that could have happened, that did happen, but more look forward. Celebrate all the things that made it through. Celebrate everyone, where everyone is, alive and dead. Celebrate where everything is. Because a state of rest does not indicate necessarily the end of something. And the end of something is not a thing to be considered a tragedy. Everything ends to create new beginnings. So, I think I did an okay job focusing that way in November. It was a time of retrospection. There was putting things, memories, griefs, to rest. And it does seem to me like every day is getting a little brighter. The possibilities are growing. I am definitely finding the things that I enjoy doing, and therefore putting energy towards those. Or telling myself to, as opposed to putting the energies toward things that may have been great ideas but really are dead. Really won't feed me the way I want them to, really want to give me a return on my energetic investment. Big problem with doing videos is trying to remember if I actually made my point. Writing blogs, I can go back and edit. Videos, I'm not yet at the point where I actually want to go back and see how I ramble. I'm still practicing the public speaking. But it'll be interesting to see how I work on that in the future too. So, that is how Othello reversed affected or weaved its way through my life in November, or how I did follow the advice of the runes, or didn't. Mostly did. I think I did. It did not come back up into my head. I think I did not purposely, on purpose, say, okay, Othello reversed said this at the beginning of November, so I need to continue thinking this way. But I do believe that it helped, that it created a ripple at the beginning of November, and I have been doing this long enough that at the right moments, it simply just popped up into the thought process and helped me guide my thoughts to where I need them to be. So, that is all for the babbling today. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great month.